My name is Paulina Ivanova, and the following presentation is on my culturally responsive library project. My internship site is Bright Horizons Family Center at ASU Research Park. I worked with students from Ms. Caitlin Mascarena's pre-kindergarten classroom, and all students were between the ages of 3 and 4 years old. For this project, I examined a total of 50 books located within the classroom and were easily accessible for children's everyday choice. I looked for specific components of diversity within the characters of the classroom literature and compared them to the demographics of the 14 students in the class. The following were my findings. When examining the gender component of the literature, I found that out of the 50 books, 29 portrayed female characters, 36 portrayed male characters, and 15 portrayed non-binary characters with an unspecified gender. 24 of the books were explicitly comprised of non-human characters, such as construction vehicles, animals, and fairy tale creatures. In my internship classroom, there's a total of 14 students, 9 are female, and 5 are male. Although there are more male characters and more female students in the class, I would say that the 50 books mirror the gender component of the classroom, representing every member with equity. On the photograph I've provided, the books on the top shelf comprise of female main characters, while the books on the bottom shelf have male main characters. The books in the middle two shelves have both genders. When it comes to the component of race, 16 of the books contain African American characters, 12 contain Asian or Asian American characters, 11 contained Latinx characters, 6 contained Middle Eastern characters, 14 contained white characters, and only 5 contained Native American characters, with none of the books being about Thanksgiving. In my classroom, I have 2 students who are African American, one full and one 50%, 1 student that is an Asian Australian, 1 Latinx student, 2 Middle Eastern students from Kuwait and India, 8 white students, and no Native American students. Although the majority of the literature has characters clustered together, as can be seen in the top left photograph, individual racial mirrors are not evident enough. There is only 1 book with an Asian American male character, and I have a female Asian girl in my classroom who's also white. There are no books which have Middle Eastern or Native American main characters, and the majority of the books have white, African American, and Latinx main characters. You can catch glimpses of all the races throughout the books, but in my opinion, they don't serve as mirrors, nor do they serve as windows into other cultures enough. When examining the setting of the literature, I found that 8 of the books are in rural environments, 6 are in urban environments, 8 are in the suburbs, and only 2 were in the desert. All of my students live in or near Tempe, Arizona, and they can see pictures like the ones on the slides to introduce them to diverse living areas. 3 books have characters with a disability, 2 have characters who are gay or bi, 5 possess characters speaking a language other than English, and 7 books showcase diverse family structures, and none of the books are about poverty or speaking about religion. 3 of the books have characters with disabilities, but as you can see from the photos, they're not representative enough. Although none of the students in my class have a disability, a little girl in a neighboring classroom has cerebral palsy. The 50 books in the classroom don't act like a window into her life. When it comes to sexuality, there's only 2 books speaking about sexuality or gay pride, and only 1 does so directly. Although the student's sexual preference is unknown at this age, I have a student who has 2 mothers who are lesbian. I don't see any books with gay or bi family structures, but I did find books with other family situations and sizes that are the non-typical mother, father, and 2 children household. 5 of my students have a non-typical family structure, and I believe the books mirror them. Lastly, this is the audit tool I used to gather all the information for this project, and thank you for watching.